Hello students, today we will be doing exercise 4b. Question number 1. Where it is given that P is equal to 1000, R is equal to 0.05, that means 5%, and N is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. See over here, N represents N into T. That means the formula for calculating the future value in this question will be Fv is equal to Pv into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. That means Pv is the 1000, 1 plus 0.05 whole to the power N into T is N, that means whole to the power 4. Now if you calculate this, 1.05 into 1 times and equal to 3 times, whatever the value comes, multiply it with 1000. The amount will be 1215.50. Now this is the amount, but what is the compound interest? See, this is the accumulated amount and your principal was only rupees 1000. That means compound interest will be 215.50. Now according to book, 1215.50 is the amount and 215.50 is the compound interest, so answer will be option number A. Now question number 2. In question number 2, it is said that 100 will become after 20 years at 5% compound interest amount of how much? 100 will become after 20 years. That means present value is 100. T is given as after 20 years. That means T is equal to 20 and rate of interest is 5%. That means 0.05. The formula will be again TV into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. PV is 100 into 1 plus 0.05. No N is given, to the power 20. That means if you calculate this, 1 plus 0.05, press into 1 time and press equal to another 19 times. And whatever the value comes, multiply it with 100. So the net future value is 265.32. Now after rounding it off, it will be 265.50. So option number C. Now question number 3. In question number 3, it is asked that the effective rate of interest corresponding to a nominal rate 3% per annum payable half yearly. That means the normal rate of interest is 3%. Payable, that means the number of conversions in a year is half yearly. That means twice, 0.03. Now what is the formula of effective rate of interest? It is 1 plus I to the power n whole minus 1. Then 1 plus 0.03 by 2 whole to the power 2 minus 1. Now if we calculate that, 0.03 by 2 plus 1 into 1 times equal to 1 times. Now it comes to 1.030, 1.030225 minus 1, that means 0.030225 into 100. We are doing into 100 because we have to get the answer in percentage terms. Then it will be 3.0225%. The answer is 3.0225%. Option number C. Now question number 5. In question number 5 it is asked that it is given that A is 1000, that means the accumulated amount, that means the future value is 1000. N as 2 years, that means T is 2 years. Rate of interest is given as 6% per annum compound interest payable half yearly, that means R is 0.06 and N, the number of conversion will be 2. That means you have to calculate the future value, which means FV by 1 plus R by N whole to the power N into T, which will be equal to 1000 by 1 plus R by N. 0.06 by 2 is 0.03 plus 1.03 to the power N into T, 2 2s are 4. That means 1000 by 1.1255. The value is 888.5. In book it is given as 888.8. We will take that option only because that is the closest option. That means the correct option is option number A. Now question number 6. In question number 6 it is said that the population of a town increases every year by 2%. By 2% of the population at the beginning of that year. And the number of years by which the total increase of population be 40% is. The number of years. That means the number of years. In question number 6, T has been asked. Okay, T has been asked. Time period has been asked. Then it is said the number of years by which the total increase of population be 40%. Total increase in population be 40%. Now let us assume the total population be 100 plus increase by 40%. That means the net amount will increase by 140 because it is increasing by 40%. That means it will increase by 40%. That means this is the future value and 100 is the present value. As per formula, FB is equal to PV into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. FV is given as 140 equal to 100. 1 plus rate of interest, it is said that it is increasing by 2%. That means 0.02 to the power T. In how many years it will come to 140? So 140 by 100, this 100 comes over here, is equal to 1.02 to the power T, which means 1.4 is equal to 1.02 to the power T. Now again press 1.02 in your calculator, multiply symbol 1 times and keep pressing equal to symbol until 1.4 or equivalent amount appears. That means you are pressing multiply symbol 1 times and equal to symbol. Let us calculate. 16 times. That means total it will be 17 times. 17 times. That means the value of t is also equal to 17 times, because then only if it is 17, then 1.02 to the power 17 comes to 1.4, approximately 1.40024, something like that. Then the value of t is 17 years. That means option number C is the correct option. Now question number 7. In question number 7 it is said that the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Question number 7, the difference between compound interest and simple interest. We'll have to calculate. On a certain sum of money, principal is not given, that means invested for 3 years. Time period is 3 years at 6% per annum. R is 0.06 is 110.16. 110.16. That means the difference between compound interest and simple interest is given, that which is 110.16. Now we have to calculate it. Now we will be using each and every option to see whether which of our answer is correct. Now first let us separate. This is the compound interest part, this is the simple interest part, this is the rough portion. Okay, so formula for compound interest is FV is equal to PV into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. That means we will first calculate 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. N is not given, that means we will not take N. That means 1 plus 0.06 to the power N into T is to the power 3. That means 1.06 to the power 3, which comes to 1.1910. This is the value of 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. And this is the formula of compound interest, and the formula for this is PRT. Now we will check each and every option. If we take 3000, that means 3000 into 1.1910, 3000 into 1.1910, which comes to 3573. 3573. And in simple interest it will be PRT, that means 3000 into rate of interest is 0.06, 0.06 into 3 years, 540. So clearly the difference between these two is not 110.16, so 3000 is not the correct option. 3700, see, it can be seen from there that if 3000, if we take principal as 3000, it has such a huge difference. That means 3700 can not also be the answer. Let us try it with 12,000. If we take it as 12,000, that means we will multiply 12,000 into this amount, 1.1910, 1.1910, which comes to 14,292. And the simple interest for this is 12,000 into 0.06 into 3, 2160. This is also not the correct option. See, over here I can use some formula, but it's not feasible at all, because some students say that they can't remember the formula in examination hall, so I am using this method. So let us try it with 10,000. That means 10,000 into 1.1910, 10,000 into 1.1910, it comes to 11,910. And PRT, that means 10,000 into 0.06 into 3 comes as 1800. Now this is just the simple interest, whereas this is the accumulated amount, which comprises of both the principal as well as the interest amount. So we have to deduct the principal amount, because in the question it is asked the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Only the interest portion calculation has to be done. That means from here we have taken 10,000 as our principal, so minus 10,000, that means 1910. So 1910 minus 1800 is 110. 1910 minus 1800 is 110. So 10,000 is our correct option. That means option number D is the correct option. Question number 8. In question number 8, it is asked that the useful life of a machine is estimated to be 10 years. T is given, which is 10 years, and cost is 10,000. That means the present value is 10,000. Rate of depreciation is at 10% per annum. You have to calculate the scrap value at the end of the life of the machine. The scrap value, that means you have to calculate the future value. The formula is Fp into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T, which is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 0.1. N is not given, that means 1 plus 0.1, 1.1 to the power T to the power 10. Okay, sorry, this is the sum of depreciation. That means the formula will be 1 minus, that means 1 minus 0.1, which is 0.9 to the power 10. 0.9 to the power 10. 3486.78. That means after 10 years the scrap value which has been asked is 3486.78, which is option number A. Option number A. Question number 9. In question number 9, it is asked the effective rate of interest corresponding at nominal rate of 7% per annum convertible quarterly. That means the rate of interest is 0.07. Convertible quarterly, N is 4. The formula of effective rate is 1 plus R by N or I, whatever, to the power N minus 1. 1 plus 0.07 by 4 to the power 4 minus 1. That means 0.07 by 4 plus 1. Press multiply symbol 1 times and equal to 3 times. The value comes 1.0718 minus 1, that means 0.0718 into 100, because we will have to convert it into percentage terms, which is 7.18%. 7.18%. Option number D. Now question number 10. In question number 10, it is said the compound interest on rupees 16,000 for 1.5 years. On rupees, that means this is the present value of rupees 16,000 for T is given as 1.5 years at 10% per annum, payable half yearly. 10% per annum, which is 0.1, payable half yearly. That means it is compounded twice, then the value of N will be equal to 2. The interest amount has been asked, and FB is equal to PV into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T, which is equal to 16,000 into 1 plus 0.1 by N means 2 into 1.5, which is 16,000 into 0.1 by 2 plus 1, that means 1.05 to the power 3, 2 into 1.5 is 3. Then 1.05, press multiply button one times and equal to another two times. The value comes as 1.157625. Multiply this amount with 16,000. The amount is 18,522. But this is the accumulated amount. You have to calculate just the interest. That means this was the principal amount, 16,000 was the principal amount, and this is the accumulated amount. Then minus p, that means 16,000, it is 2522. The simple compound interest will be 2522. That is option number B. Now question number 11. In question number 11, the question is given as the compound interest on rupees 40,000. That means the present value is given as 40,000 at 10% per annum for 1 year. Rate of interest is 0.1 for 1 year. T is 1 year. When the interest is payable quarterly, but N is 4. Then the formula is future value is equal to present value into 1 plus r by n to the power n into t, which is 40,000 into 1 plus 0.1 by n is 4, n into t, 4 into 1, that means 4. Then 0.1 by 4 plus 1 to the power 4 comes as 1.1038. The value of this portion is 1.1038. Then multiply this amount with 40,000. The amount is 44,152.5. 44,152.5. But you have to again calculate just the compound interest, not the accumulated amount. That means minus 40,000, which is 4152.5. 4152.5, which is option number C. Now question number 12. Question number 12 is asked as the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Difference between simple interest and compound interest on rupees 2,400. That means principal amount is 2,400. Question number 12. In question number 12, it is said the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest. Difference between simple interest and compound interest on rupees 2,400. That means the principal amount is given as 2,400 for 2 years. Time is also given, 2 years, at 5% per annum. Rate of interest is also given, 5%, 0.05. Then you have to calculate the simple interest, which is 2,400 TRT. That means 2,400 into 0.05 into 2, which is 240. And compound interest, the value of compound interest is FV is equal to PV into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. That means present value is 2,400. 1,400 into 1 plus 0.05 to the power 2. That means 1.05 to the power 2 into 2,400, 2646. But this is the accumulated amount. You have to but this is the accumulated amount. A is 2646. This is the accumulated amount minus 2400. Then only you get the compound interest 246. That means the difference between compound interest and simple interest is 6, which is option number D. So the correct option for question number 12 is option number D. Now question number 13. It is also an important sum. It is asked that the annual birth and death rates per thousand. Birth rate per thousand and death rate per thousand. It is given the birth rate per thousand is 39.4, whereas the death rate per thousand is 19.4. That means the population has increased by 39.4%, whereas it has also decreased due to deaths of people by 19.4. But see, the increase in population is more than the decrease in population. That means there has been a net increase in population. How much is it? It is 20%. That means 0.2. But again, it's not 0. It will not be 0.2. It's 20% per thousand. That means 20% per thousand, which will be 20 by 1000, 0.02, 0.02, and this will be our rate of interest, 0.02. The number of years in which the population will be doubled. That means, for ease of calculation, let us assume that the present population is 1. You have to calculate in how many years it will be doubled. That means the future value will turn to 2. Assuming there is no immigration or emigration. So based on these criteria, the formula will be Fv is equal to PV into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T, which will be equal to 2 is equal to 1 into 1 plus R is 0.02 to the power T. 1 will come over here, that means 2 by 1, which will be 2, and this will be 1.02 to the power T. Now we have to calculate 1.02 to the power T. For that, enter 1.02 in your calculator, press into symbol 1 times and equal to symbol that many times until 2 appears. That means 1.02, press into 1 times and keep pressing equal to until 2 appears. The value comes 1.999, which is closer to 2. That means the value of T is 35 years. Sorry, it will be 34, because I have calculated inclusive of 1. That means total is 35 times. You have to press into 1 times and equal to 34 times. The total will be 35 times. Question number 14. The compound interest on rupees 4000. That means the present value is 4000 for 6 months. Time is 0.5 years at 12% per annum, payable quarterly. 12% per annum, payable quarterly. So the formula is Fv is equal to Pv into 1 plus R by N to the power N into T. Now PV is given as 4000 into 1 plus R by N. R is 1 plus R by N, that means 0.12 by 4, 0.03, plus 1, that means 1.03. 1.03 to the power n into t, that means 4 into 0.5. So 1.03 to the power 2 into 4000, 4243.6. Now this is the future value, but you have to calculate just the compound interest. That means you have to minus 4000 the principal amount, that is the interest amount is only 243.6. 243.6. Option number A.